Hey guys, it's Matt from ChiroPraise. I'm excited to show you a demo of PatientPipe. We've been helping docs for many, many years, almost a decade now, and we've been developing systems and automations and tools in the background to utilize for our clients. And now I'm excited to share those tools for you to use directly and implement into your practice. Whether you need online scheduling, you need systems for reviews, reminders, patient texting, or just an all-in-one solution that's affordable, this is the system that's going to help you grow. So let's start with a website, right? Because a lot of this starts with a website, making sure you have the right tools. It's the foundational piece. You need to make sure, what are the foundational pieces? So making sure you have a primary call to action that's very clear. Schedule now, book an appointment, that kind of thing. And these days, people expect live chat. They don't like to wait around. They're not going to use a contact form necessarily. So live chat's pretty essential these days. And then also, reviews. People are going to check out your reviews and make sure that they're relevant and up to date and how many that you have. So the system kind of helps with all of those things. But going to the scheduling, let me give you an idea of how that works. So making sure, again, that primary call of action is always schedule an appointment. Allowing people to do that without picking up the phone is pretty important these days. People like to text. They like to click buttons and multitask and not really talk to people on the phone as much. So giving them, pick a date and a time, make it really easy, whether they're on their phone or they are at work or on their computer. It doesn't really matter. But allowing that ease of access of just picking a date and time and getting scheduled right away. And it's as easy as picking it and then entering your name, email, and phone, and then clicking book appointment. Once they click that appointment, I'll show you where the magic happens. So what happens once someone schedules, whether it's on your website or a Facebook ad or Google ad, it doesn't matter. Once someone has scheduled, that system, they get entered in here, and that's where some of the automation takes place. So as you're seeing in here, we are in the campaigns area, and by default, they're getting a personalized message to them via text that says, hey, Pam, we have you down for this appointment. Look forward to seeing you then. Our address is below, so it's automatically included, so they know where to go for that appointment. They're going to get an email confirmation as well. And then reminders like 2 days before and an hour before and such. So they don't forget about the appointment. They do have a chance to respond if they need to reschedule, that kind of thing. They're confirming yes if they're scheduling, if they can still make that schedule, no if they need to reschedule. So a lot of that stuff can happen on autopilot without interaction from your staff. So, and this can all be customized. You can, if you don't need the reminders, you can turn that off. If you just want the confirmation, if you want to add, adjust the message, it's just as simple as editing, just in a simple editor and saving it. And you can even test it, send it to your phone, see what it looks like, make sure it works, text it to yourself. All those, it's fully customizable. So different views of appointments that you can use. So under scheduling, there's this appointment view where it just shows you a list of all your appointments. So you can kind of see all the details, when they were scheduled, when they're scheduled for, any notes, what stage they're in, kind of what actions, whether they're confirmed or not, or if they need to reschedule, or if they've canceled or no-showed. You can keep track of all that in there. There's also a calendar view here, and you can integrate this with Google Calendars or Office 360s, things like that to keep everything in sync with all your appointments. There's a view that we like to use for our clients here called opportunities. So all your leads come into this one place and you can keep track of them as far as what stage they're in. We like to say, let's move people from left to right, from new opportunity all the way over to a paid new patient, hopefully long-term care. And there's so much you can do in here. There's so much details. You can tag people, with different tags if you want to keep track of them. That way you can see schedule information here in this contact card, the value of on average value for these new patients, depending on where they came from. But I mean, you click on one of these and you have even more detail. You can keep specific notes on them. You can add tasks about them that you need to complete. You can add another appointment. There's a lot of options in here that you can do. And, some of this can be automated to move automatically. Like if someone texts yes, they can still make their appointment. They can automatically move to confirmed appointment over here, or you can manually move them over here like this. And some people like to use this, whether you closed them into care as a new patient, you can move them to one, or if they lost, it didn't work out, or if they weren't very serious and you just want to ban them and clear them off your board so you don't waste time on them anymore, that's an option as well. But there's a lot of automation that can kick off here, and we have some built in out of the box, or you can customize it on your own. For example, we like to do things like if you move someone over to no-show or reschedule, to automatically kick off some options, a text for them to reschedule with a link to reschedule. So that just kind of saves some time. One of the most powerful pieces of this technology is this conversations area. So this is where you can communicate one-on-one with patients, and when they're responding back, you see all the activity. So this is text, this is emails. Texting is probably going to be your most popular one. So as you can see here with Michael Scott, he said, I may have just hurt my back really bad. And we said, no worries, Mike, let's get you in. You have some time today? He said, yes, please. What do you have available? As you can see here, you can easily text back a link so they can reschedule. So sending a text is as easy as this. For example, did one of those times work for you? Just type it, click send, and there you go. And so that text went through. And then as they respond back, I just sent it back from the phone that was texted, and you can see that message, there you go. Yes, thanks. So it's live interaction of what's happening here and this all happens in real time. And if you needed to send an email instead, it's as easy as just clicking that email and putting in your subject and then typing your message and clicking send. So whether it's SMS, text message, or an email, it's really easy to communicate with people. And this is all, you have your unread messages that you need to take care of. Here's all of them. Here's recent conversations. They've kind of filtered down into different areas to help you out. But this is really powerful to be able to text people so easily one-on-one. But you can also text them en masse, right? So let's go to contacts. This is where all of your patients and leads are going to live. So they are all here in this contacts area, and it makes it really easy that you can filter by name, by phone number, by email, whatever you want to filter by. You can even save filters, so it's easy. You could have inactive and active patients, so you can have a way to easily just click on all your inactive patients and see them very easily. You can see tags. If you want to tag them with something like neuropathy or headaches, migraines, why they originally came in, that's always good to keep those people. You could have a separate campaign that went out to them. But you could easily have a text message go out. You could select everybody, select a group, however you want to do it, and send a mass text. Okay, proceed. So anyway, if you have a quick update from your practice, whether it's snow, you're out of office, something happened, you guys had to close down an emergency, something like that. We get a lot of docs that request us to update the website or something like that, which a lot of people aren't going to see, but they'll definitely get a text if you want to give them an update. And again, you can do a mass text to whatever your group feels that makes sense in that case. So you can do these one-off. You can do these, there's drip mode. There's send it at a scheduled time if there's a specific time you want to send that. So you can pre-plan it. So it's pretty powerful. So we saw in conversations how easy it was to send out a text, send out an email, but what if that was the one spot where you could have all communication for all your messaging, meaning Facebook messages that come in, having them come to this one spot, Instagram instant messages, the new Google My Business messaging, which is becoming really popular. You know, they track the speed at responses on all those platforms, and it's very important to respond in a timely manner. This gives you one spot where you can check all those different messages and respond to them quickly. And it doesn't matter whether it's web chat, Facebook, Google My Business, a text, an email, they all come to the same spot. You respond in the same way, makes it really easy. And just to show you, under settings and integration, you just hook up to each one of those platforms individually. And once you have those hooked up, you'll get the notifications that those messages are coming in to respond to. So it makes it really easy for you and your staff to respond. There's also integrations like if you use QuickBooks for your accounting, or if you use Stripe, you can integrate e-commerce and have pages where you can sell products. There's so much you can do and more integrations coming. Let's talk reviews for a second. So there's this whole category here for reputation management, basically. So where you can see your reviews, you can see what your rating is, you can set goals for inviting people, and it's really easy to invite people to give you a review. And by the way, Google My Business is the most important place you should be getting reviews, and that's already hooked up here. You can hook this up to your Google My Business, so it brings all that in. And if someone just had a good experience, you can type their name in, pick them, and it's just as easy as sending a review invite. They'll get that text. You can send text or email, but text is what we prefer. Send them that link, and it automatically makes it real easy. Send to their phone. They can just click on that link, automatically pulls up 5 stars. They can add a little bit of information detail and click send. Takes them 30 seconds, and you got a new 5-star review, hopefully. And obviously, the reviews are super vital these days. You want over 100 and 5-star reviews, and you need to stand out against your competition. When people are looking at a map and looking you up, you want to make sure that you are standing out from the people around you. Otherwise, they're not going to call you. They're going to call the next person they see with all the reviews. So that's why this is so important. You can do the one-offs like this, or we have review campaigns that we can run for you. There's a whole campaign in here that's built in that you can run. It's like a week-long contest that people can you can get a ton of reviews very quickly. We've had docs that to get close to 100 in just a week. So it's pretty amazing how powerful those can be when you just ask. So there's the review campaign that can run for like kind of a week thing to get a lot in a short amount of time. You can individually ask for reviews, or you can set up some automation so you don't even have to think about it. So it can be based off of a trigger on your opportunities area. When someone shows to their appointment, the next couple hours after their appointment at a certain time, the next day, you can have it automatically fire off that request for a review. And we do have smart reviews as well, to where you can send out a request to see how was your experience. Was it positive or negative? If they say positive, then it shoots them the request for the review. If they say negative, it sends them to a form so they can actually give you feedback, and it kind of saves you from getting that negative review. So it's very helpful, and this is a quick way to build reviews up, very 5-star reviews, most importantly. Let's talk more about the marketing tools that are built in. So if you go under marketing, there's all kinds of options in here. And this is really where there's a lot of powerful tools that will replace a lot of the software that you might already be using or think you need to be using, but haven't signed up yet. We've already gone over campaigns. This is where you set up, whether it's appointments and what happens when someone no-shows or reschedules, reactivation campaigns, review campaigns, whether these are manual that you drop people in individually, or you set up automation based on triggers. When something happens, then they get dropped into this campaign, and it happens on autopilot. But there's also emails. So whether if you use MailChimp or Constant Contact, if you're familiar with any of those at all, it makes it really easy to just create a new email. If you do newsletters or things like that, you can pick pick a template that's pre-designed, or you can create your own and save it so you can use it going forward. Definitely want to make sure it's branded with your own, logo and colors and things like that. But yeah, for people that like to do, you know, newsletters on a regular basis, that is a good option. Or if you just have a single email blast that you need to go out to update people with something important, you can do a single email blast as well to your patients. So you can build forms. This has been used in situations for like new patient onboarding. If you need to collect any information, this is all kind of drag and droppable for all the fields. You can customize fields, regular text box, drop downs, whatever you can think of, they're in here to build these forms. Same with surveys. So you can automatically send out surveys if you wanted to see how are we doing, how's your experience been, rate is 0 to 10. How's your healing process, all whatever you can think of as far as surveys or where you want to get feedback or you want them to fill something out. That's what surveys is all about. So you can, like I said, build in here and save those templates and reuse them to save you some time. Some other things we haven't gone over yet is up here. What is this little drop down? This is a notification area of all activity. So anytime you get a message or anything you need to take action on, it's up here and you can mark it as read. And it's just a way to keep track, especially if you have all your messages coming in, to keep track of all those. Again, you can also have the mobile app option as well to get those notifications. What else do we have here? We have the chat widget. So this is where you can customize the look and feel and what it says for your chat widget. You can easily, adjust things. It gives you a little snippet of code and you can put it on your website. So in the bottom right, you will have that chat option. When someone puts in their information in there, that message, again, it's coming back to your conversations area. And you're having that conversation at that point through texting basically. So you can have a text conversation back and forth with them once they initiate that conversation on your website through web chat. So let's see, what else do we have here? Here's the dashboard. This is just a place where it brings everything together to show you, how many leads are coming in, your conversion rate and closing them, the value of them, where they're coming from, what stages they're in, how you're doing with reviews. You can even, hook up reporting into Facebook and Google to see, what you're spending and what's the most effective reviews. How you're doing with those, and if you're getting 5 stars, and if you need to respond to any, all your tasks. And there's a lot more you can hook up here on your dashboard, including like even your metrics for Google Analytics. I know most people have Google Analytics on their website, but they hardly ever go in because it's kind of a pain to go in and it's kind of a pain to go in and check it because it's just kind of overwhelming. There's so much in there. This makes it kind of a simplified version to look at, to just see your web traffic and how it's trending. Okay, so I know we just went over a lot of features and there's so many tools jam-packed in here. We didn't even go over them all, but I wanted to give you a high level of all the ones I could just quickly cover. And I wanted to show you how pricing works and how we break this down into packages. So like pretty much all those features I mentioned are in the starter package here for the most part. So the two-way texting, sending emails, voicemail drops, even having that local number included. There's no extra charge for that you can text with and people can call into that forwards to your front desk. The one-click reviews, being able to request reviews quickly and easily to build up your reviews, Google My Business, the messaging from Google My Business, Facebook, Instagram, all that's included. Your web chat, being able to do the emailing, newsletters, and appointment scheduler, and set up reminders, and the dashboard that we covered, and tracking your digital ads and your website analytics, your patient stage tracking. You do get unlimited automation, you get unlimited email and text campaigns, and email support from us. If you run into anything, we're happy to help. So that's all included in the starter. Now this booster, we preloaded with all of our proven campaigns. So it's everything from the starter plus our campaigns for the reminders, the confirmations, the reactivation campaign that does really well, the retention campaign. So when a new patient comes on, you have that welcome email drip that goes out. The 5-star review campaign that has done so well for us every time we've run it. We give that to you preloaded, so you can run that and get tons of reviews in your first week, and helping you get that website appointment scheduler built into your website. We'll help you with that. And this is kind of nice. We didn't go over this, but there's 70 plus online directory listing, all your business directory listings out there. There's 70 plus that are really important for search engine optimization, for people to find you, so you show up in Google, all that kind of stuff. We do include in this package that we will make sure you're submitted to them all and you have the correct information on every single one of those. And it gives you a nice boost on your SEO and people just being able to find you in general and get the right directions and right phone number, and you're more visible. That's why we call it the discovery booster. So, we also allow recording on this one. So if you want to record calls that are coming in so you can listen to them, do a little bit of QA, that's nice. A lot of docs like that. And also includes the mobile app. So everything plus the starter, plus those things on the booster, and then everything from those two are added on this domination for $549 a month. And that's basically, we include a website, a highly converting website on this one. If you do need a website, this is probably the package for you, because we also include advanced search and optimization, where we're going to pick specific keywords and we're going to research those and make sure you're found for those. And we track them on a monthly basis. We're going to also manage your Google My Business, which is really important these days, since it's owned by Google. And we will do the reactivation and review campaign for you. So if you're one of those people that you don't want to take the time to just figure it out, it's you want someone to just take care of it for you, we will do that and run those on your behalf, so you don't have to lift a finger for those. And this one does give you the e-commerce capability, so you can plug in Stripe and sell products if you want to take online orders for things. And we also give you live support with this one. So those are the three packages. These are subject to change, so that's what they currently are. But we tweak them as new functionality comes into place. And so it's $149, $249, and $549. That's the current pricing at the time of this video. That is set to go up, but that's currently how we have it priced. If you have any questions, feel free to send an email out to support@chiropraise.com and we will get back with you. But yeah, we look forward to helping you get this tool implemented, save some time for you and your staff, get some automation, get your reviews up, and get you guys in a healthier place. So thanks for watching.